Welcome to lesson 43 of A Course in Miracles. God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. With this lesson, the Course introduces us to our friend, to our ally, to the sender. He sent this that he's going to that the course introduces in this lesson to support us to see with clarity. Because until now we've been realizing throughout all the other lessons that we don't see through the eyes of God. We see through the eyes of judgment. We see through the eyes of our own perception. We see through the eyes of our past, the illusion, our belief systems, our thoughts. So we don't see the truth. And there are many lessons prior to this that help us realize that what we see is not true. So one of the lessons is like, nothing that I see means anything to me. What I see doesn't mean anything to me. And in this lesson, the course introduces us to the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit is, as I said, is the ally and between us and God. To call upon the Holy Spirit to help us see with clarity. Remember that there are two minds, two different minds where we actually see from. The mind that is the incorrect mind and that is led by the ego, where we have that chatterbox box constantly talking to us, that you know what I mean. Yes, so and so did this to you. Yes, you shouldn't forgive them. Yes, they did this on purpose. They're using you. All those. You know very well what I'm talking about. All those voices that constantly keep talking to us about others and also about ourselves. You're not good enough. You are too old, or you're too young, or you're too fat, or you're too skinny, or you're too ugly, or you're too whatever the voice is telling us. And that voice has been running our show, has been running our lives since we're born almost. But with the course, we've been realizing that there is the correct voice, the correct mind, the mind of God. And previously, one of the lessons was we are part of the mind of God. We are in the mind of God. We are the mind of God. So, because we're not there yet, and the course introduces us to the Holy Spirit. So, the Holy Spirit is the resource, I could say, that we can use when we are not seeing things the way we would like to. Like if I'm seeing you as my enemy and I'm doing the course and I know that the way I'm seeing you is not right, I call on the Holy Spirit to help me see you with clarity. So this is the beauty. This is like the key now, and we don't have to see it correct. Many times we see things incorrect. Many times we see it wrong. Many times we see things with suffering. I see my health and I'm not healthy. I see a relationship and the relationship is abusive. I see my finances and I'm broke. So we see it through the erroneous mind, so the incorrect mind. And with the Holy Spirit holding our hand, we can ask to see correct. Can you please, Holy Spirit, help me see this situation through your eyes? And it actually gives us a few a few, I mean, you'll need to read the lesson to get the idea of what the actual lesson wants from you, because there's short periods as usual, there's longer periods, there are exercises where you're actually looking at things and for example, God is my source, I cannot see this glass apart from him, so everything is within the mind of God, so this glass must be, is and must be as well. But also there are other periods where we're actually looking at relationships, we're looking at our health, our finances, our relationship with ourselves. And we're also repeating the same thing, God is my source. I cannot see myself apart from him. God is my source. I cannot see you apart from him. God is my source. I cannot see this relationship apart from him. And also extends into other words. You can also say, I see through the eyes of forgiveness. And here it actually mentions one of the key things for the whole course, and is to be able to dissolve the illusion through forgiveness. Or the other way around, once we dissolve the illusion, forgiveness occurs naturally. So forgiveness and the Holy Spirit, two new things that are introduced and that are the key for the whole course. Yes. So something else that you can say is also, I see the world as blessed. The world can show me myself. I see my own thoughts, which are like God's. God is my source. I cannot see apart from him. And this is the invitation for us to start seeing ourselves and our world through the eyes of God. But because we're still struggling with this, we have the Holy Spirit. So we can ask, please, Holy Spirit, help me see my partner through your eyes. Please, Holy Spirit, help me see my health through your eyes. Please, Holy Spirit, help me see this relationship through your eyes. I see through the eyes of forgiveness. I see the world as blessed. The world can show me myself. So we're all one. Everything is information. And everything around me talks about me, because I am seeing it and because I am giving that interpretation. So enjoy lesson 43. Enjoy lesson 43. And the lessons start to become, more challenging, more yummy, more empowering. Just stick to them. Enjoy them. Don't force yourself to get them. Just let whatever awareness, arises. And, the deeper you go within yourself, the more you will understand the lesson. So we might do lesson 43 now. Then there's a revision, so stick to it, because I think in lesson 50 we're actually revising everything that we've done. But we might do lesson 43 in another year, or in another 3 years again, and in another 4 years again, and every time we look at lesson 43, it will be like a new lesson. So enjoy the lesson, and I'll see you tomorrow for lesson 44.